So I'm giving you a lawful order to take 20 steps back, please. If you do not step back,
crime scene?
we'll place you under arrest.
Oh, really?
I'm giving you a lawful order to take 20 steps back.
20 steps? What law is that?
I'm asking you one more time, Mr. Work. We don't want to do this with you.
I can't hear you. I can't hear you over that. I can't hear you over that.
20 steps back. Thank you. Hey, Jerry.
They're grabbing this
I just
guy.
gave him a lawful order. He's still not complying.
How many steps you want, Towner?
20.
How's that?
No, I said 20 steps back, please.
That's not 20 steps. 1, 2, 20 steps. Shut up. Shut up, Counter. We got Hothead Sanchez here. Cover up, boy. Look how tight the pants are, too.
What's up, Miriam? Hey, you like my name? I'll tell your name. I know. We were just talking about her yesterday. I told you.
And you remember Towner, she's the DEI hire.
Where you been, bro?
Searching through his stuff right there. Look, I have to stay 20 steps back, but this person's just fine. You arrest her too, Towner?
Me?
What happened to 20 steps? Towner, what happened to 20 steps? That doesn't apply to everybody? Just people with cameras that make you look like a clown. Look at this. Or is that just apply to white people? Towner, huh? Look, laying her head on her shoulder. Is that unreal or what? And we know what a kid this guy is. He's a hothead, huh? Give me some fucking space! They covered up. They won't let me have the body cam footage of that. They're citing that there's a complaint, but it's only me and this jackass.
All right, guys, the tension erupts immediately as an officer issues a controversial command ordering a cameraman to move 20 steps back under threat of arrest. The filmer questions the legal basis for the demand, insisting he cannot comply as instructed. Within seconds, the encounter transforms from a routine police interaction into a heated dispute over authority, selective enforcement, and whether arbitrary commands can override constitutional protections.
Shh, don't talk to me.
Oh, can't talk to you?
Yeah, I don't want to talk to you.
Okay.
You already showed your true colors. Look, what was up with that? Aren't you her supervisor anyway?
No.
That's 20. I got to stay 20 feet back, but she can lay her head on her shoulder. Don't you guys realize how stupid you look when you do shit like that? She's stupid looking anyway. She does some crap. Go read what interfering means. That's the second time I've said it. How am I interfering when I'm standing behind you?
Because when you start distracting us, then we can't do it.
Your attention deficit has nothing to do with me. Distracting you is not part of fucking interference. No.
So
No, distracting, you said. Distracting you is not in the...
delaying, obstructing.
Okay, none of those are happening?
Right now, absolutely. But
Yeah.
if you lawful order and you abuse,
Yeah.
you can be placed in arrest.
You're a fucking clown, Sanchez.
No, I'm not.
You're a disgrace. You should be upholding my right to do this, not trying to interfere with it. You're the one interfering. Oh, 20 steps, you said, right?
Over here.
Did you see that, though?
These officers up there.
Did you see how she ordered me 20 steps back? Because I have a camera. Yet this woman lays her head on her goddamn shoulder and it's fine.
You know her.
You know me too. What's my name? Say my name. Say it. Say it. You know goddamn well what it is. Every time the radio goes off, there you are. Oh, run a warrant check on him. Stupid. You're stupid. You're stupid.
Cool.
Yeah. Fucking clown. That's what we're dealing with here in Pittsburgh. Clowns like that. And you see the stripes? Those are the ones that they promote. The idiots like him and Pena. You should be upholding my right to do this. That's what you took an oath to, right? Huh? To protect and serve the Constitution. Didn't you hear that, though? Yeah, you don't care. Of course you don't care. There it is. Doesn't care. Doesn't care that he took an oath to uphold the Constitution. This guy was on crutches. Looks like they went hands-on with him.
As the confrontation intensifies, the auditor points out what he believes is obvious inconsistency. While he is forced to remain at a distance because of his camera, another individual stands much closer to officers without objection. Frustrated accusations fly back and forth, with claims that officials are targeting recording activity rather than actual interference, fueling criticism about unequal treatment and questionable decision-making.
Yeah, all the greatest hits are here. There's Birdie, remember him? Dude, get him some medical. You guys are fucking ridiculous. Haven't heard a call for medical yet. Look at this, just dragging him. He was on crutches when they pursued him. Just dragging him to the car. That's why the use of force history in here in Pittsburgh is terrible. Look at all these cop cars. Look. For a guy on crutches. I'll make you famous, Sanchez.
Well, today's workout's going to be every minute on the minute workout later on.
Let's see. You get a quick.
You should do some cardio.
You should do some studying, some reading. Read those laws you're out here enforcing.
You used to get a life?
Yeah.
But your probation violation.
And you should get a bowl of prostate and eat up. But do it. You. No seatbelt.
This one's a mess from start to finish. The filmer arrives on a street stop just as officers grab a man who's visibly on crutches. An officer, identified on video as Sanchez, barks a shifting 20 steps back rule at the camera, then immediately ignores that same distance for others standing close to the detainee. Classic selective enforcement, policy for you, exceptions for friends. When the auditor keeps filming from behind the officers, Sanchez pivots to the vague, "you're distracting us" line and tries to label it interference. The auditor pushes back, recording from a safe distance isn't delay, obstruction, or interference. And he's right. The law protects public recording of police. Time, place, manner can't be arbitrary or used as a retaliation tool. Meanwhile, officers rummage through the detainee's belongings and haul him toward a cruiser. No medical check is requested despite the obvious mobility issue. The man is dragged rather than assisted. Dozens of units stack up for a guy on crutches, but nobody calls EMS. Optics and priorities are upside down. The contradictions keep piling up. Distance rules that only apply to the camera, accusations that don't match conduct, and a supervisor who shrugs off the oath to protect constitutional rights. By the end, the filmer is still documenting while officers ignore a damaged railing and public safety questions. This wasn't crowd control. It was a power trip aimed at the lens. Filming in public is lawful. If Pittsburgh PD wants community trust, they need consistent content-neutral space rules, de-escalation over ego, and basic duty of care, especially when the person they're cuffing can barely walk. Let's keep going.
Attention soon shifts to a detainee using crutches, creating another layer of controversy. The filmer questions why multiple patrol units respond while no visible medical assistance is requested despite the man's apparent mobility issues. Officers move the individual toward a cruiser, prompting criticism that enforcement priorities appear misplaced and that public perception suffers when compassion seems secondary to control.
Hey, what type of illegal stuff y'all got going on over here? You ain't going to no car. Hey. They never want to talk. Hey, real quick. No. You don't want to talk. I'm sorry. How you doing? What's your name? You're a supervisor. What's your name? You don't want to identify?
No, not now, because I'm not on the clock, so I'm trying to figure out why you're on postal clock.
If you're not on the clock, we can't even talk.
Sweetheart, are you trespassing?
Trespassing? This is public property.
This is private property.
This is public property.
This is private property.
I'm sorry, maybe I'm at the wrong place. Is this the United States Post Office?
Correct. Behind that fence, this is private property. Up there, that's public property. So what can I do for you today?
This is actually public. I didn't see no restricted signs when I came in.
This is private property.
Because let me show you something real quick, since you don't want to give your name, and that's definitely
I
rude.
don't have a problem giving my name. I'm trying to
It seemed like you do, but you see how you have a sign right here saying no skateboards allowed? I was looking for a sign that says, authorized personnel only.
this is private property.
This is actually public, man. I'm surprised. And you a supervisor with a red badge.
Oh, I'm not scared at all of giving you my name. I'm trying to figure out what.
Okay, so what's your name?
Hold on.
Wow. So, I came in contact with a supervisor. She was trained.
If you need help, you can.
She was trained. I'm shocked because she was trained down there at Persian Road.
Somebody's on our property.
I had to double verify to make sure that I see a sign back here saying, authorized personnel. I believe. I guess she's calling the police. Such a shame. I would hate to have to report her. Okay, you.
Without missing a beat, the documentary transitions to a federal property encounter where an independent journalist inspects publicly accessible areas around a post office. A supervisor insists portions of the property are private despite the apparent absence of restrictive signage. The disagreement quickly evolves into a debate over public access, photography rights, and whether assumptions can legally substitute for clearly posted rules.
You're going to be back on Cleveland. Demoted. Okay. That's where you're going to end up.
You think?
If you still want to work for the post office. Because you was actually trained on Persian Road at Union Station, and I know they actually educate you on this. You actually have poster 7 in there that tell me I can do this.
Okay.
So what's your name?
Oh, my name is Nelson.
Miss Nelson. So again, you guys, this is Miss Nelson coming out. There's no,
Tell me
there's,
property. Is there something
you approached me it was so rude. You wasn't on the,
I said,
listen,
what are you doing on
but
here?
you wasn't on the clock. So I have no right.
Make no difference.
That do make a difference.
I'm representing the postal.
Not when you're not on the clock.
Yeah.
So now
but
now that you got on the clock, we can definitely have a cordial conversation. It was just so rude.
Sir, what can I do for you today?
Absolutely nothing at the moment. But what I'm an independent journalist. I'm here gathering content for a story.
And what story would that be?
I can't say right now just because it's not published, and I don't want to compromise the story. It's not published yet. What shocks me, Miss Nelson, is that you've been trained at Union Station on Persian Road that I can do this. Did you just look over that paperwork? You didn't read it? Whoa. I know you worked so hard to even get this position, and then to have me make a report on you. I would hate to have to do that. And you calling the cops on me? And check this out. What don't make sense to me, Miss Nelson, is you don't like me here recording with my camera, but you call the police who's going to pull up with more cameras. I can get their body cam footage. It's okay. This is all about education, though. I'm here to educate, not escalate. Wow. And it's also a little disappointing because another employer right here, I'm sure they probably not a manager. They just come to see what's going on. They actually get to witness Ms. Nelson
The journalist repeatedly explains that his purpose is gathering information for a story, not disrupting operations. Citing prior training materials and public recording policies, he argues that documenting government facilities from accessible areas is lawful. Instead of backing down, the supervisor contacts law enforcement, creating a situation where an attempt to discourage cameras ultimately attracts even more official documentation through responding officers.
Acting like this in the course of her duty. I know they actually sent them DHS memos out in 2018. I also know that she was trained down there at the Union Station in Kansas City, Missouri, downtown. And they actually trained them, yes. And you also raised up your right hand and took an oath, every last one of y'all, to uphold the Constitution. You don't remember this? Hey, you on camera saying this. Oh, my Lord. And just for the record, Ms. Nilsa, I never want to go anywhere where I'm not allowed to go. We only pay attention to signs. And I see you guys have a sign right there saying no skateboard allowed. So I know if you guys do not want the public back here, that you would put, authorized personnel. How you doing, brother, man? How you doing? Are you a postmaster? Are you a supervisor? Are you aware that we can record back here? See, she don't need this job. I know she was trained on Union Station that we can do this. And she called the police on me.
When you're in the public, the law is public, you can film anything that you can.
Correct, but this is private property.
This is public property, ma'am. They teach you this on Unions. Man, listen here. It's okay. And I keep telling her this. I'm like, you want me to report you? Let the cops pull up. Let the cops pull up. Let the cops pull up. Let the cops pull up.
What can we do for you? He's still not doing it.
If he's on, like I said, the law is if he's in public, he can go to a police station, the public police station, and do the same thing.
Educate her. He need to be a postmaster. He need this job. This is public property, ma'am. You're funded by. Man, let the police pull up.
I mean, we can call them, I'm telling you, if the police come, you already called them.
Let the police pull up. You in some.
The public, you can film anything.
And then check this out, brother, man. I let her know I'm doing. I'm an independent journalist. I'm here gathering content for a story. I'm not doing nothing nefarious. There's no signs.
What is he out there?
You go to the police station, you do the same thing.
And what's your name, sir?
Rashad Washington.
What's good, Rashad? Yes, sir. I actually know this brother right here. You have a good day too, sir. Look at here. These are two guys that was in the parking lot.
The discussion grows increasingly intense as the auditor references constitutional obligations and official oaths of office. He emphasizes that no warning signs prohibit his presence and insists he would willingly avoid restricted areas if properly marked. Throughout the exchange, he frames the disagreement not as a personal conflict, but as a broader lesson about transparency, accountability, and respecting lawful public activity.
He didn't even want to respond to him. Can I get your name and your badge number, sir, please, for the record? Thank you for being professional. Let's get up in here.
Can we please talk to them first?
Yeah, you can talk to them first.
Okay.
You got your own box.
No,
Fine.
Excuse me, sir. Can I get your name and badge number just for the record?
Where are they?
He's trying to block me. Can I get your name and badge number, please?
Right there, always there. So just
Thank you so much for being professional. So just to give you a quick rough draft, I came up here to do two things today. One, I came to exercise my rights to record in public. Two, I came up here to get a passport. He actually let me know. No, the lady in the back called you guys. Neela called him. Neela, supervisor. She just clocked in. So,
if you want to go back and talk.
here, go ahead. Come on with it. So, check this out, man. I came up here to do two things today. One was to exercise my rights to record in public. Two was to get a passport application. The gentleman up here was more than helpful. He let me know that they actually don't do it here, and he gave me the location where I can go. I'm also doing a story. I'm an independent journalist. So I have every right to record in public. As I went around back.
Then you've been up and down name as you're filming my car.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I actually went in the back in the parking lot. There's no signs. And there's a sign that says no skateboarding. There's no sign that says authorized personnel only. Can be back here. This is all public.
That's the issue.
Rashad came up. Rashad is over her. And Rashad let me know you have every right. You can be back here. She just cheated on her test. When she went for training, she took an oath just like you guys did to uphold the Constitution. This is a First Amendment protected activity. You cannot turn that into a crime.
Right. So what can we do for you?
You can't do nothing. You came for Miss Needle. I just wanted to kind of shoot.
You contacted me, so I thought you were.
Oh no, I just wanted to give you guys a little heads up before, yeah.
Right. Have a good day.
I'm gonna be right back there again so you can see where I was at.
Okay. I saw where you're at.
Okay.
We good?
We good? All right.
Have a good day.
You have a great day. That's how you supposed to act. Y'all see hey, y'all, we in Kansas. Kansas going 4 for 4. Kansas is 4 for 4. I can't really even say this is a walk of shame. This is.
When officers finally arrive, the atmosphere changes dramatically. After hearing both sides, they engage professionally and acknowledge the filmer's explanation of his activities. The journalist reiterates that he is exercising First Amendment rights while seeking passport information and documenting a story. The conversation concludes peacefully, demonstrating how measured communication can often resolve disputes that began with misunderstanding and confrontation.
Definitely a great education moment right here, man.
This one starts with a sign check and ends with a teachable moment. The auditor hits a small Shawnee Mission USPS and walks the back lot to see if access is posted. It isn't. No authorized personnel only, just a lone no skateboard sign. If you don't want the public there, you've got to mark it. Enter a supervisor who's not on the clock and won't identify, declaring the area private and threatening trespass at a federal facility open to the public. Moments later, she clocks in, gives a name, and doubles down. The auditor reminds her Poster 7 exists, training covers public recording, and calling cops on cameras only brings more cameras. The contradictions here weren't about law, they were about signage and training. If USPS wants to restrict a zone, post it. If staff want smoother calls, no Poster 7 and keep it content neutral. Bottom line, filming from publicly accessible areas is lawful. Clear signs, better briefings, fewer 911 calls, and everybody gets back to mailing packages faster. And let's keep going.
The bike path. I'm not sleeping right now. Did you see me sleeping?
Calls that you're sleeping in.
Okay, I'm not sleeping right now.
Okay.
Me and him are awake. We're having a conversation.
You guys both.
Huh?
You guys both reside in this vehicle? Like you guys both.
Nobody resides in any vehicles.
Okay. Okay. But all right. Do you mind just leaving? Because we're having calls of you guys sleeping here.
Yeah, I was about to walk to the store.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
But can you move your vehicle somewhere else?
This is a public parking lot.
But we're getting calls of you sleeping and you can't be sleeping in a public park.
I'm not sleeping right now. Did you see me sleeping?
Hey, Matt.
Is that illegal?
No, it's not illegal, but
Okay.
you're sleeping inside the vehicle.
Okay, that's not illegal, is it?
So we're getting calls for it.
That's not a crime, though.
Appreciate you.
Am I being detained?
No, we're just here to talk to you.
All right. If I'm not being detained, I'd appreciate it if you. Whoa. If I'm not being detained, I'd appreciate it if you get back out of my personal space.
No, it's a knife.
All right. If I'm not being detained, I'd appreciate it if you back out of my personal space.
All right, sir. Jerry B is asking you to vacate the premises if you're not going to purchase any food for him, okay? We're asking you to.
Okay, Jerry's parking lot is on the other side. This parking lot is for the bike path.
Okay. Listen.
This parking lot is for the
You have
bike
proof
path.
that you've been sleeping in the vehicle. This is where you are, okay?
Is that illegal?
You can't be sleeping in the vehicle.
Officer 55, is that illegal?
You cannot be sleeping.
That's not a crime in the state of Rhode Island. That is not a crime in the state of Rhode Island.
The documentary then pivots to yet another encounter involving officers investigating reports of people sleeping in a parked vehicle. The occupants calmly question whether resting inside a car is actually illegal and repeatedly ask whether they're being detained. What begins as a welfare check gradually evolves into a broader discussion about reasonable suspicion, public access, and the limits of police authority.
Just ask him to leave for now.
That's okay. I got it.
If I'm not suspected of any crime, and I'm free to go, can you guys please get out of my personal space? You just said I'm not suspected of a crime. Why are you pushing on my door now?
I'm not pushing you.
What are you investigating? You're saying sleeping is not a crime.
No, you can't be here.
Sleeping is not a crime. I'm not allowed in the parks.
No, we're getting calls from Dairy B saying that you're here sleeping inside the vehicle. You've been here.
Me and him are hanging out together. There's nobody
I
sleeping.
saw you the other day here. You guys always here.
Well, this is a beautiful place, a beautiful public park where I'm allowed to be. Why would I not be here?
Yeah, but you're sleeping here. We're getting calls.
Did you just see me sleeping here?
No, but we're getting calls.
Just because you see me laying down playing a video game doesn't mean I'm sleeping or watching a movie. That doesn't mean this is a public place.
Well, you know the park closes at sunset.
Do you guys have a sign for that?
Huh?
You have a sign for that?
There should be a sign over there.
Okay, because Google Maps says this is open 24/7 Google Maps says this is open 24/7 for the bike path because the bike path is open 24/7. Okay, their parking lot is on the other side of the property.
All right, but
and if you really must know, since you don't want to get out of my personal space, I've been looking at the business for a friend that was thinking about purchasing it. He's wondering if the place is actually having business.
Well, it does have business.
Okay, well, I haven't seen any. That's why I'm here. So I'm here for business. I'm here for business, and I'm in public. I'm in a public park. I don't need to prove anything. Do you suspect me of a crime? Am I suspected of a crime?
I'm just here to check your well-being.
Okay, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm in a public. You just said I'm allowed to be here until sunset. You just said.
So if I come back on sunset and you're still here.
As officers remain nearby, the occupants continue pressing for legal justification behind the interaction. They argue that no crime has occurred and request additional personal space after being told they are free to leave. References to local regulations, park hours, and public records become central issues, illustrating how uncertainty over rules can quickly generate friction between citizens and law enforcement.
The Google Maps says this is open past sunset. Says it's open 24/7. So are you threatening me?
No, I'm not threatening.
Officer 94? Why are you still bantering me?
I'm not. You're bantering me.
Okay, well, you could be on your way then.
What is it?
You could be on your way if you don't suspect me of a crime.
Matt, how you doing, bud? All right, so listen. Right now, you're okay to be here. Right now. But once it gets dark, past dark, you cannot be here, okay?
Okay, Google Maps says this is open 24/7 for the bike path.
Yeah, I mean the park
right.
after the dark.
Google Maps says this bike path park is open 24/7.
Not after dark.
You guys should correct that or put a sign out.
It's considered a park, so
you guys,
dark, you cannot be here, okay?
You guys should correct that.
After dark, you can be cited, okay?
Okay, so can you stop threatening me and be on your way?
I'm not threatening you. You'll be fine.
You've been in my personal space. You're detaining me without a reasonable suspicion of a crime.
You didn't say that. We're just going to check you out.
Yeah, you still haven't. What are you still looking for?
Huh?
What are you still looking for?
I can look at the vehicle, sir.
Okay, can you put my stuff back?
No, that's officer safety. You have a knife. That's close to us.
You have no reason to be here.
You do have a reasonable call here.
You had no reasonable expectation of any crime right now. You're still bantering with me for more than 5 minutes. And you said my well-being was, I was awake, breathing when you showed up.
Continue arguing with you.
All right, good.
Right
Thank
now,
you.
You're fine.
All right.
Dark vehicle can't be here.
All right.
Be here, okay?
All right.
If you are still here, you get cited for it.
All right. My lawyer will be here when you guys get here.
By the end of these encounters, one theme consistently emerges. Knowledge of the law shapes the outcome of public interactions. Across disputes involving filming, property access, and temporary detentions, the central conflict revolves around balancing governmental authority with constitutional freedoms. The cameras capture disagreements, but they also highlight the importance of clear policies, professional conduct, and informed citizens who understand both their rights and their responsibilities.